Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Cutting Chai with HelloUni powered by Imperial. Today we have with us delegates from the University of Quinnipiac and that is Sarah. Good morning ma'am.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. So ma'am, my first question to you would be, why should students choose Quinnipiac University?
Of course, it's a great question. So Quinnipiac is a very special place, okay? It's a perfect size, only about 10,000 students, so big enough that you see someone new every day, but small enough that you get that community. We've got top programs in STEM, so you have that OPT extension. We've got that small class size, research opportunities, but I think what's really special is the relationships that faculty and students have and how interactive the classrooms can be. Plus, we'll talk later about the job placements and the scholarships, but truly it's a special place. Plus, I'm biased, of course, but I think it's the prettiest campus in the country.
That's lovely. And I suppose Quinnipiac is situated in Connecticut, right?
Correct.
So how is it studying and living in Connecticut?
It's a lovely place. So you get to be in between two large cities of New York City and Boston. New York is a beautiful place, but there's a lot of traffic. It can be quite expensive to live. But what's wonderful is students can spend time in New York, maybe tourist, maybe intern, and then they get to come back to Connecticut, where it's a very safe state, very less traffic. We're right next to a state park, so they're surrounded by greenery, so it's really quite lovely. Plus, you have a lot of other universities around you to connect with other students in case you get homesick.
So it gives a very nice mixture of modern yet serenity, because you can travel to New York and get all the, what we see in images, what USA is exactly. But when you want to feel calm, you can always come back to your home and enjoy the calmness, not all the hustle bustle that we always experience.
Correct. And we're not in the middle of nowhere. We're right next to New Haven, which is one of the oldest cities in the US. It's where Yale is based. So you have a very historic city where you can be going to museums, you can get any kind of food, you've been going to concerts, so you still have a wonderful social life as well.
That's a complete, very nicely balanced city, I must say.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I've made it my home the last 10 years.
So ma'am, what are our GRE and GMAT requirements and also the English requirements of the same?
Sure.
And nowadays, due to COVID, people are doing home-based exams. Are we accepting that? What's our status on that?
Sure, those are very helpful questions. So GRE and GMAT is optional, so it's not required, okay? So that's number one, really exciting, bold, not required. However, it can never hurt an applicant. Okay, so if you happen to take it, you can still submit the scores. It won't hurt you.
Yeah.
It can sometimes help a lesser GPA or if you've got backlogs, so it'll never hurt you, but it's not required.
It can add up as a brownie point.
Exactly. So it's not required for admission or scholarship. In terms of English tests, we accept IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo, PTE. I understand students are looking for that ease of the home-based test. I would say that we're still learning about the TOEFL home-based test as it's newer.
Yeah.
However, we have a lot of students who are taking the Duolingo test. I am quite biased to it because it has fast results, which I appreciate. Same thing with IELTS, the scores can be validated very quickly. But I would say if a student is looking for a home-based test of ease and comfort, the Duolingo is what we recommend.
Okay. That's a very nice information for the students all across, because they have a lot of confusion when it comes back to these tests.
Definitely.
Okay, so we'll now move on to our fun segment. It would be a rapid fire question.
Yes. I'm ready. Let's do this.
I expect the answers to be very quick and without any double doubts in mind.
Okay.
So how's India treating you?
Wonderful. It's a bit hot. Today we're in Mumbai in April and it's 40 Celsius, which is about 100 degrees in Fahrenheit. So it's quite warm, but it's still beautiful. We're very lucky that we were able to drive by the coastline, but it's wonderful.
That's a very nice thing to hear though. Okay, have you visited India before?
I have. I think I'm closing in on my 10th time to India.
Oh.
So hopefully soon they'll give me the passport.
And have you visited only Mumbai or any other countries any other cities than Mumbai?
I visited, 8 cities in India. So I've been to Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Chennai, Pune. But I have a few more cities on my list that I hope to cross off in the next few years.
Okay. Without being biased, what would be your favorite city?
Oh, that's hard. Well, so I enjoy Mumbai, of course, because I love being near water, and that's lovely. Also, it's a direct flight from JFK, so when you come to Quinnipiac, you'll fly to JFK, we'll pick you up at the airport, bring you to campus. I love Bangalore because it's very green and really lush, which is lovely. But I have really good friends who live in Delhi too. And a ton of my students come from Hyderabad, so I see their families when I'm visiting there.
Okay. So it's like each point for each city.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. One Indian dish you like the most?
Oh my gosh. So I just had it yesterday. Before, if you asked me this yesterday morning, I would have said butter chicken or lassi or something like that, or any of the sweets because I have a sweet tooth. But my new favorite, oh my gosh, I'm going to say it wrong, but dahi puri, like the water ball with the yogurt.
Dahi puri.
Yes. So good. Yeah. So perfect in the summer.
You're a chaat person for it then. Because we consider it as a chaat, a street food chaat.
It's delicious.
Have you managed to witness any of the matches that are going across?
So I haven't seen any of the recent matches, but I have watched cricket before. I have cheered on the Indian national team, as well as my colleague was telling me all about the different individuals teams, especially the game that just happened. But I have seen the stadium and I have watched other matches, and it's always exciting to be part of that fandom.
Do you have any favorite players of yours by any chance?
I don't know. I mean, they're such incredible athletes, and it's very impressive what
That's
they
true.
do. I mean, I grew up as a baseball fan, okay? I'm a Yankee fan. I go to the games all the time. So cricket is a very fun spin to baseball as well. So it helps me understand the rules, but I think there's like a different skill you have to have for cricket, so it's very impressive. So I'll have to get back to you on my favorite player.
Okay. Last question in the rapid fire section. Are you a tea person or a coffee person?
Tea, hands down. Oh my gosh, tea. When I come here, I drink so much tea.
Okay.
Everyone in my family drinks coffee, and I love tea. In fact, sometimes when people visit me from India, they bring me tea because I love it so much.
Students, this was not tricked. This is her personal opinion. We have not said anything.
Yes, a huge fan of tea.
Okay. Coming back to some formal questions. What are the scholarships that we offer to students?
Sure. So we are proud to offer both scholarships for undergraduate students as well as graduate students. So our undergraduates range from $18,000 to $33,000 per year, and our graduates range from $2,000 to $4,000. With that, it's going to be based on their academic history. So when they apply for the university, these are automatic considerations. They don't need to submit a second application. When they get their acceptance letter, they'll receive their scholarship information as well.
And what are the scopes of assistantships per se in the university?
Sure. So we have a lot of different assistantship options. They're going to open up when students are on campus. We do this so that all students can apply, international, American.
Exactly.
And they're going to range from 30% tuition coverage, so one class, to 100%. And they vary in different faculties, in departments, in staffs. We also have a lot of student employment opportunities too. So even if they don't get a GA-ship, they have a good chance of getting a student job on campus for some extra spending, some tourist money from living costs and everything. Plus it's always good work experience.
Coming back to job opportunities, what are the companies that visit the university for the same?
Sure. So Quinnipiac was founded in 1929. So we're going to be having a really big party, a really big birthday party in a couple of years for a 100-year celebration. And so we have a lot of companies that specifically come to Quinnipiac to look for our students to intern and work at because we have that great history with them. So our business students, they go to Deloitte or JP Morgan. We have opportunities of students to go to engineering firms. We're very big on student support. So we actually have 9 career offices. Most universities only have 1.
Right.
So you're gonna have very specialized career support. So let's say you're studying computer science and your friend is studying business. You're gonna have completely different career advisors.
Right.
This way, you'll be more specialized in finding your passion, whether you wanna stay local or you wanna go across the country.
Right.
And that's why we have a 98% placement rate for jobs and internships. So very high. Plus, on top of networking opportunities, the career fairs, conferences, students are surrounded by job opportunities and networking from the start.
This is very innovative because it would be not a very generic counseling, whatever be happening with the students. It would be personalized, it would be differ from person to person. That's a very nice initiative, I would say. Any message you want to give to the students who are entering Quinnipiac University in this year?
Of course, no. So I think my best advice or my best message would be just that you are welcome. You're welcome on campus. It's a very special place. We're very safe, we're very welcoming, and we want to see you succeed. I know this is a big decision to come study in the United States, but I think it's wonderful when we're always trying to better ourselves.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you for having me and for the chat.
Let's have a toast for this.
Perfect.
Sure.
Go Bobcats!